This suite is very large, very stunning. I'm actually very impressed. It's definitely not super new and modern like I normally appreciate, but I definitely admire this classic style design, and a lot of people do. In fact, it's ranked as one of the best Hyatt properties in the world by other travelers. So it's definitely probably in the top 5 list of all Park Hyatts in the world when it comes to guest feedback. Would I return here? That's gonna be a 2 for me. For my friend, it's gonna be a 5. It's a low score for me because I will never come back here. Welcome to the Park Hyatt Saigon, not only the most expensive hotel in the city, but also the one with the most history. During the Vietnam War, this was actually used as the officers' barracks for the US military. It was later closed. It reopened in 2005 as the Park Hyatt. In 2017 went through a full renovation, but this hotel is famous here. Everyone knows about the Park Hyatt. It's also the most classic and unique design Park Hyatt in the world. There is nothing else like this style. It completely contrasts the high-rise glass skyscraper Park Hyatts with being a lot more classical feel. I can't wait to show you this property. You're not gonna wanna miss our room or breakfast. Let's take a look. Welcome to the stunning executive suite. This room is huge. I can't even believe it. In Saigon here, also known as Ho Chi Minh City, the newer term, this is one of the most luxurious hotels, and this is one of the most luxurious rooms they have. We applied an upgrade award for the Lam Son suite, and they further upgraded us to this massive executive suite, which is 40 square meters larger than that one. They have a beautiful welcome amenity prepared for us here. But we have not only a huge living area, we have a dining room table, master bedroom, master bath, and a half bath, and a mini kitchen. So this room is definitely one of the most luxurious in the city. And it's very uniquely designed because we have this incredible view looking out with the palm trees. So it actually feels very tropical. It's a totally different vibe than the Landmark 81 property, which is a modern glass skyrise skyscraper that we stayed in before. This is definitely a lot more classic and elegance when it comes to luxury. But it's very nice. We have the palm trees, we can kind of see the city. It's also in a much better location. Here we have a nice dining room table, so if you order room service, very nice chandelier, and we also have the crown molded ceilings, which provide a very nice ambiance. Now, when we first walked in over here, we have the half bath, as well as a nice table, which is a must to kind of put your belongings on, or to just kind of, it just really sets the tone here well. Indented ceiling with the welcome light. And then the half bathroom is right in here, very nicely appointed. In the room itself, we also mostly have the carpeting, which makes it feel very homey, along with kind of the hardwood floors around the edges. So it's a lot of very nice materials. We have a work desk over in the corner, but very spacious. In the half kitchen, we have a sink, we have an espresso machine, a kettle, we have teapot and glasses, and then plenty of other glassware all around here. So it's kind of a nice like mini bar area. And then we do have a fridge. It's actually very spacious right over here with all the mini bar items. The other rooms do have a fridge, just gonna be a little bit smaller version of this. But these drinks are all for purchase, they're not complimentary. We also even have a microwave up here, so it's really nice if you wanna prepare like dinner in the room. Into the master bedroom, we have the large king size bed. We have plenty of lighting, which is very nice from the ceiling as well as the lamps. That beautiful windows continues. We have another work desk in here, chair in the corner, very nice carpeting. Now again, this is not ultra modern and brand new like the typical hotels I like. However, I do appreciate the design here because everything is very clean, elegant. It's definitely a more classic luxury feel. So it's totally intended for a different audience than personally myself. So a lot of people may love this design, but this is just now coming from me personally, how I feel. I definitely feel like the headboard could be a little bit more elegant and luxurious, maybe like something going to the ceiling, as well as like the furniture, like the colors, it just doesn't feel extremely wow to me. Like it's nice, but I feel like it could definitely be improved. Just the overall design, but it's still a very nice feeling. I definitely don't feel uncomfortable. I would totally stay here again in a second if we come back to the city. Now behind me, we not only have a huge closet to the right here, wardrobe area. Well, I guess it's not super huge, but it's very nice lighting, and we do have nice robes. Robe here, I'd say I'd give like a 5 out of 10. It's not super thick, it's not super thin, it's kind of right in the middle, but it actually is nice because it's like soft inside, so that's great. And then we do have slippers down below. Slippers are actually pretty decent. I give them like an 8 out of 10 because they're like Not super thin, not super thick, kind of right in the middle. But I feel like they could say Park Hyatt on them and be like really soft and fuzzy. The bathroom here is very luxurious. We do have a sliding door to separate it. Very nice white tiling that goes all the way up. We have 2 sinks, beautiful mirror, very elegant design. It almost feels like a St. Regis. Big, beautiful tub. The tub unfortunately doesn't have any view, but it's very well appointed here with the mirror. Just all the design. We also have the special Labo bath products that are at all Park Hyatts, that signature fragrance, as well as a rainfall shower, which is awesome, and a handheld. We have the separate toilet area over here, and it actually is really big with a bidet. So it's very spacious. Now in here, that the marbling only goes halfway up, so that's definitely something they could have improved, is putting it all the way to the ceiling. Yeah, this area is actually pretty spacious. They didn't put the marbling all the way up the wall, but they did a good job blending it in. So it still feels very clean, just very modern, and it's just extremely spacious for a bathroom. It has its own door and everything. We also have a Dyson Airwrap dryer, which is extremely premium to have those in the hotel, as well as all kinds of amenities like the toothbrush, toothpaste if you left yours at home. This suite is very large, very stunning. I'm actually very impressed. It's definitely not super new and modern like I normally appreciate, but I definitely admire this classic style design, and a lot of people do. In fact, it's ranked as one of the best Hyatt properties in the world by other travelers. So it's definitely probably in the top 5 list of all Park Hyatts in the world when it comes to guest feedback. So let's take a look at the rest of this incredible property. Is the Park Hyatt Saigon the best hotel in Ho Chi Minh City, or just the most overrated? Today we're checking into the Grand Dame of Saigon, and I'm going to be honest, this review is complicated because this hotel is polarizing. Let's start with the history, because you can't talk about this building without it. The hotel sits on the site of the former Brinks Hotel, which was the famous bachelor's officers' quarters for the US Army during the Vietnam War. If you know your history, you know this site has seen everything. The current hotel was built in 2005 and completely renovated in 2015, but they designed it specifically to look like a French Colonial mansion from the 1920s. While the rest of the Park Hyatt brand is moving towards sleek, modern minimalism, think of like Park Hyatt Bangkok, Jakarta, New York, this property is different. It feels stuck in the past. It feels heavy. It feels like a museum. If you love old world charm, you will call this a masterpiece. But if you are like me and you want modern luxury, it just feels dated. Now let's talk about the arrival, because this is where the best hotel in the city reputation started to crack for me. As the most expensive hotel in the city, you expect to be whisked out of your car, greeted by name, and handed a cold towel and welcome drink even before you reach the front desk. The reality though is this is not the case. A lot of times upon arrival, staff is busy or occupied and they're not always available to get your door. Additionally, the check-in experience was just okay. They have the front desk agents, but there was no welcome drink provided and nothing to really make you feel, wow, that was an amazing check-in. These are all small details, but at this price point, that shouldn't happen. In a tropical city like Saigon, where it can be 90 degrees and humid, a cold herbal tea or an iced coffee on arrival is standard, even at sub 4-star hotels here. Walking past the front desk, you enter the Park Lounge. They usually have a pianist that plays from about 7 to 11 p.m. It adds this incredibly sophisticated layer of ambiance that you just don't get at many other hotels. If you want to sit with a glass of wine, listen to live classical music, and feel like you're in a movie, this is the spot. It's also famous locally for its afternoon tea, which is always packed. Again, this comes back to the old world theme. The lounge is designed with these massive floor-to-ceiling French windows, heavy crystal chandeliers, and colonial-style furniture. To most people, this is timeless elegance. It felt a little bit like sitting in a retirement area. It's very formal, quiet, and lacks that social energy you'll find at other new modern rise Park Hyatts. It's beautiful, but definitely feels like a different era. We also didn't get that warm, personal connection you usually feel at Park Hyatts. It felt more transactional. The lobby itself is impressive if you like this style. Huge crystal chandeliers, polished wood floors, and expensive oil paintings, curated by a special art gallery. But looking at it is one thing. Feeling welcomed in and comfortable is another. And honestly, I just didn't feel the magic. Now let's get to the room, because this is where I really struggle to understand why people love this hotel so much. As soon as you walk into the rooms, you'll see what I mean. It feels traditional. You have these wooden ceiling fans and wooden shutters on the windows instead of curtains. If you like that historic vibe, you might call it classy. It feels like a museum room from a long time ago. When I pay this kind of money for a property, I want something that looks new and exciting, not something that looks like an antique shop. The bathroom is huge and covered in white marble, which is nice. They have a big bathtub, a separate shower. The best thing here is the soap. They use a local brand called Ho Chi Minh that smells amazing. But again, the design is just very basic. If you want a traditional, classic bathroom, then you'll be happy. Now we get to the part of the hotel that I actually loved. Breakfast at Opera. On the way to the restaurant, we passed by the Pastry Boutique. This is where they do the coffees in the morning as well as drinks, and then they also can set up pastries there in the evenings. Walking in here feels like walking into a completely different hotel. While the lobby and the rooms feel dark and old-fashioned, this restaurant is bright, open, and modern. They have this massive show kitchen right in the middle where you can watch the chefs cooking. The energy is cool and the lighting is great. It has modern materials, it feels renovated and new. It actually feels like a luxury Park Hyatt. I'm going to be honest, if they renovated the rooms and the lobby to look like this Park Hyatt Saigon would easily be one of my favorite Park Hyatts in the world. This is the vibe they are missing everywhere else. The breakfast itself is fantastic. It's a mix of high-end buffet and an a la carte menu that is very extensive. You absolutely have to order the pho, since we are in Vietnam, of course. The standards here are high, and the broth here is rich and flavorful. It's definitely the highest quality. Because of the French history here as well, the pastries and breads are also incredible. They are baked fresh right here in the open kitchen, and you can smell them as soon as you walk in. The service here was also fantastic. It was definitely a lot more elevated than the rest of the property. Staff were friendly and took great care of us. It's just a shame that the rest of the hotel doesn't match this modern energy. If you are a globalist with Hyatt, you get 2 complimentary breakfasts here every morning, and it does include everything. As well as if you're not a globalist member and you want to purchase the buffet, when you purchase it, it does include the buffet items as well as all those items on the a la carte menu earlier. That really sets this hotel apart because you get both things. You can order as many things off the menu and take as many things from the buffet. I also recommend ordering the Vietnamese style coffee. It comes with condensed milk. They also have all kinds of different juices, which I appreciated, even coconut. They also will make you special noodle dishes. So it's definitely one of those breakfasts you're just going to want to sit down, relax, give yourself at least an hour because it really is special. Now, there is one place I really regret not trying, because on paper, it sounds exactly like what this hotel needs. It's their signature restaurant, Square One. The concept here is actually really cool. It's not a fusion restaurant. It's 2 distinct worlds under one roof. They have different sections and open kitchens dedicated to 2 specific cuisines, French and Vietnamese. You basically also have 2 head chefs, each one specializing in their own restaurant. They use sustainable and exceptional locally sourced ingredients. And it's clearly working because the restaurant got a Michelin Guide recognition in 2023, 2024, and 2025. Looking at the footage, the design here also feels warmer and more alive than the lobby. It has these cool private dining rooms, like a library room and a cellar room, that feel sophisticated but not too stuffy. I didn't get a chance to eat here, and honestly, that might be why I left the hotel feeling so underwhelmed. If the food is as good as the Michelin Guide says, this might be the saving grace of the property. Next, we have the hotel's signature Martini Bar. Honestly, the design here is much cooler. It has incredible timber ceilings that look like a modern art installation. The vibe is completely different. They have a DJ, the lighting is dim, and it's famous in the city for its signature martinis, especially the lychee ones. Now we have to talk about the pool, because this is where my worst Park Hyatt argument starts to fall apart a little bit. This is without a doubt a very nice pool. Most hotels in Saigon have rooftop pools that are concrete and hot. The Park Hyatt here went the other way. They built a lush tropical garden sanctuary right in the heart of the city. It's surrounded by massive trees, perfectly manicured lawns, and these classic white canvas umbrellas. When you are lying here, you completely forget that you are in one of the most chaotic, busiest cities in Southeast Asia. It is very silent, except for sometimes the birds and the water. It feels like an old colonial resort, but in the best way possible. This is where that old world style actually works really nice. The service here was very good. They do have an attendant that can help you with towels, as well as they do offer some drinks, like water. As soon as you pick your chair, an attendant can come over and set it up as well, putting a towel over your chair, and helping you get a iced water. They also do have a menu, so you can order some food out there by the pool. Now, even though I've been critical of the design, I have to give credit where credit is due. Usually high-end luxury hotels like this, you can only use the special like steam room or jacuzzi facilities if you book a massage. However, here, these facilities, including the locker room, are completely complimentary to all hotel guests, which is something that I look for. They have a really nice high-quality whirlpool hot tub and a proper steam room inside. They also have changing areas with showers. It's super clean, it's quiet, and it is the perfect place to decompress after walking around the city in the heat. This truly is relaxation. The only other thing they could definitely add would be a sauna, and that would basically make this space complete. But I always appreciate it when it's included for all guests. They even had towels, cold water, and it was never crowded the times we went. This is definitely a very nice facility. I love the floor-to-ceiling marbling, as well as the locker rooms had plenty of towels. They also had the showers here with rainfall showers. The fitness center here has everything that you need. It's very spacious. It does have a little bit lower ceilings, but I like how bright and white it is. It also does have some windows along the wall there, which add a nice level of ambiance. If you've ever wondered how some travelers end up in suites like this without paying full price, it's not luck, it's strategy. I used to book random third-party hotels I found on Expedia, never got upgrades, and never knew luxury experiences like this were possible until I learned how this system really works. How to use points, loyalty, and smart booking strategies to unlock unforgettable stays just like this. I built the luxury stay system to teach you exactly how to do the same. How to maximize your points, choose the right hotel, unlock incredible suite upgrades just like this, and unlock hundreds of dollars in extra value on nearly every trip. If you're ready to turn your next trip into the luxury stay of your dreams, unlock the maximum value for your points, and start waking up to views like this, click the button in the link in the description below and join me inside the course, and your next trip could look a lot like this one. I can't wait to see you inside. All right, now for the review here of the Park Hyatt Saigon. I'm gonna give two different scores, one for my friend and one for me because we have very different views. First up for room, my friend is gonna give it a 5. He absolutely loves this design, this style. I'm personally gonna give it a 2. The room is how comfortable it is. To me, I'm extremely uncomfortable in this room. It almost feels like a thrift store, all different types of materials. You got silver, you got gold, you've got purple, you've got rainbow seats. Nothing matches. It feels like a retirement community, like a retirement home. The carpeting is just, in my opinion, very just not looking good. Like this purple, nothing is modern, nothing is new. It's very old, a lot of flat walls. There's no backlit lighting. Just not my style at all, and that is my honest opinion. Next up is going to be inspiration. My globalist friend is going to give it a 5. He loves this hotel, the lobby, the room. It makes him happy. For me, inspiration here, I'm going to give a 2.5. I am not inspired by this hotel. The only reason I'm still giving it a 2.5 is the outside of the building at night looks very nice. I love the palm trees near the pool area. The pool area is very nice. I like that they have a sauna. They don't even have a sauna. They have a steam room and a hot tub, so that's great. But otherwise, not impressed with the lobby. Nothing here inspires me. Next up is going to be service. We both agree that it's going to get a 4 out of 5 on service. Service is not, it's supposed to be like the best service in all of Vietnam. They literally select from the best selection. However, there's not even a welcome drink offered at check-in, which is unfortunate. Also, they're always supposed to open the doors of the vehicles and the main door when you arrive. However, that was missed several times. The staff at breakfast are very phenomenal, but not only at breakfast, but just kind of in general. Like the staff, they do their jobs, but it's nothing like above and beyond like a lot of other luxury hotels we've stayed at, where service is just like, wow. And it just doesn't feel like that special. Finally is value. Would I return here? That's gonna be a 2 for me. For my friend, it's gonna be a 5. It's a low score for me because I will never come back here. I would much rather go to any other Park Hyatt I've stayed at, including I've been to now 9 Park Hyatts. I will literally choose any of them before this one. As well as in the city, there's so many other modern, beautiful hotels that offer incredible views. Like the Vinapearl Landmark 81 property is actually a little bit cheaper than this one, offers incredible views. I just love that hotel so much. And then there's just a lot of other really nice, beautiful properties in the city. This one is more for people who just like an old style. Like this is very dated in my opinion and just way too classic, like nothing modern at all. Some people might really like that, but I don't. Now, it doesn't mean it's not like clean and like nice. Like, it's very clean. Like, if you like this style, you're gonna love it. It's just for me, like, I need new, I need modern. I just crave that. So that's why for me, it's gonna be a little bit lower score than my globalist friend. But overall, it's a great value here. I recommend paying cash, as the cash rates are around 250 to 300 US dollars per night, which is a great cash value in comparison to using points. So if you can afford the cash right here, definitely use cash. If you have the globalist status, you get complimentary breakfast and then eligible upgrade. So I'm glad we chose to stay here, but I can't wait to see you in the next review. You're not gonna wanna miss it, because we're now about to go to Phu Quoc and stay at one of the coolest luxury properties in the world. I'll see you in that video.